Hi, I'm Daniel. Today we're exploring 7 biblical spices that modern studies suggest may support brain health, memory, and cognitive performance in surprising ways. For thousands of years, biblical cultures valued spices. Today, scientists are exploring how some may support memory, focus, and healthy brain aging. Our first biblical spice is cinnamon, a treasured ingredient mentioned throughout ancient trade routes and still studied for its potential brain-supporting properties. Our first biblical spice is cinnamon, a treasured ingredient mentioned throughout ancient trade routes and still studied for its potential brain-supporting properties. Researchers are investigating whether compounds found in cinnamon may help support learning processes and healthy brain function as we age. Imagine an ancient spice cabinet holding ingredients now attracting scientific attention for their possible role in cognitive wellness. Next is cumin, a spice familiar throughout biblical lands and now being explored for its antioxidant compounds and overall health benefits. Antioxidants help protect cells from oxidative stress, a process scientists often examine when studying long-term brain health. What makes these spices fascinating is the connection between ancient wisdom and modern nutritional science, a story still unfolding today. Coming up, we'll explore additional biblical spices and the intriguing studies connecting them to memory, focus, and lifelong brain health. Our third biblical spice is frankincense, an aromatic resin famous for its biblical significance and now drawing scientific interest for brain-related research. Some researchers have explored compounds within frankincense that may influence memory pathways, making it one of the most intriguing ancient substances. In biblical times, frankincense was considered precious. Today, its historical importance is being matched by growing scientific curiosity. Our fourth spice is turmeric, closely connected to ancient cultures and increasingly recognized for compounds studied in brain health research.
Turmeric contains curcumin, a natural compound widely studied for its relationship to inflammation and overall cognitive wellness.
Many scientists believe brain health depends on multiple lifestyle factors, and nutrition continues to be one important area of study. Next comes coriander, a biblical spice that has flavored meals for centuries and contains compounds researchers continue to investigate. Plant-based compounds found in spices often attract attention because of their antioxidant and nutritional characteristics.
The fascinating part is that ancient communities consumed these spices long before laboratories exist to analyze their properties. So far, we've explored 4 remarkable spices, but the next 3 may surprise you even more with their historical and scientific connections. Our 5th biblical spice is black cumin, often called black seed, a plant that has been valued across the Middle East for generations.
Scientists continue studying black cumin because it contains naturally occurring compounds that may support overall wellness and healthy aging.
While no single food determines intelligence, nutrition plays an important role in supporting the brain throughout life.
Our 6th biblical spice is saffron, one of history's most valuable spices and a growing focus of cognitive wellness research. Researchers have explored saffron's potential relationship with mood, memory, and overall cognitive function in various studies. The connection between mood and cognitive performance is one reason scientists continue examining traditional plant-based ingredients. Our 7th and final biblical spice is myrrh, a substance deeply rooted in biblical history and still fascinating researchers today. Although myrrh is best known for its historical and spiritual significance, scientists continue exploring its natural compounds. Together, these 7 spices reveal an incredible story where ancient traditions intersect with modern scientific curiosity. But which of these spices has attracted the most scientific attention for brain health? The answer may surprise you.
When researchers compare biblical spices, turmeric often stands out because of the remarkable amount of scientific attention it has received.
Scientists are especially interested in how plant compounds interact with the body's natural systems that support healthy cognitive function. One fascinating lesson from history is that ancient people often consumed diverse spices regularly, rather than relying on a single ingredient.
Modern nutrition experts frequently emphasize overall dietary patterns, which may be more important than any individual food. Ancient spice traders probably never imagined their products would someday be analyzed using advanced scientific technology. The story becomes even more interesting when researchers examine how spices fit into broader, healthy lifestyle habits. Brain health isn't influenced by one choice alone. Sleep, movement, learning, and nutrition all work together. That's why scientists often study dietary patterns instead of focusing exclusively on a single nutrient or spice. The biblical world offers a fascinating glimpse into traditional eating habits that continue to inspire researchers today. Next, we'll uncover what modern studies actually say and don't say about spices and cognitive performance.
When headlines mention higher IQ or better memory, it's important to understand what researchers are actually measuring. Many studies focus on memory, attention, learning speed, or cognitive performance, rather than measuring intelligence directly. That distinction matters because brain function is complex, involving countless biological and lifestyle factors. Researchers often describe their findings carefully, emphasizing potential benefits while acknowledging limitations and unanswered questions. Even so, the growing interest in biblical spices reflects how nutrition continues to be a major area of scientific exploration. Across cultures and centuries, spices have served as valuable ingredients in both culinary traditions and wellness practices. Today's researchers have tools that allow them to examine plant compounds at a level unimaginable in biblical times. That combination of ancient knowledge and modern technology is helping create fascinating new questions for future studies. The goal of science isn't to prove traditions right or wrong. It's to investigate them carefully and objectively. Coming up, we'll look at why these spices may have remained valuable for thousands of years across multiple civilizations. If these spices were truly valuable, why did so many civilizations preserve and trade them for centuries? One reason is simple. Spices enhanced flavor, preserved foods, and became deeply woven into daily life.
In many regions, spices were considered so valuable that they were traded alongside precious goods and luxury items.
The demand for spices helped connect distant cultures, creating some of the world's earliest global trade networks. That cultural importance helped preserve knowledge about spices long before modern science existed. Today, researchers can test ideas that were once based only on observation and tradition. That doesn't mean every traditional belief is confirmed, but it does create opportunities for meaningful discovery.
The most fascinating discoveries often happen when ancient practices inspire modern scientific questions.
Next, we'll examine how these 7 spices fit into a modern brain-friendly lifestyle supported by healthy habits. Building a brain-friendly lifestyle. Scientists often emphasize that brain health is shaped by daily habits, not by any single food or ingredient alone.
When spices are part of a balanced diet, they can contribute flavor, variety, and valuable plant compounds.
A brain-friendly lifestyle often includes movement, learning, social connection, and nutritious eating patterns.
Many of the regions mentioned in biblical history were known for active lifestyles and diets rich in natural foods. Researchers continue exploring how nutrition patterns may influence healthy aging and long-term cognitive wellness.
One recurring theme in nutrition science is diversity. Eating a variety of nutrient-rich foods over time. Ancient spice traditions remind us that small ingredients can play meaningful roles in everyday meals. Simple dietary habits practiced consistently over time often have greater impact than short-term trends. Perhaps the greatest lesson from these biblical spices is the value of combining wisdom, moderation, and curiosity. Next, we'll bring everything together and reveal the biggest takeaway from these 7 remarkable biblical spices. So what is the biggest lesson from these 7 biblical spices? Ancient traditions and modern research often meet in unexpected ways. These spices survived for centuries not because of trends, but because generation after generation continued to value them. Today's scientists are asking new questions about ancient ingredients, helping us better understand their potential roles. While studies continue, these spices remind us that food has always been about more than simply satisfying hunger. In many cultures, food traditions carried knowledge, identity, community, and values across generations. The story of biblical spices is really a story about curiosity. People observing, learning, and sharing knowledge over time. That same curiosity continues today as researchers explore how nutrition may support healthy aging and cognitive wellness. Perhaps the most surprising discovery is how often ancient practices inspire entirely new scientific investigations. Whether you're interested in history, nutrition, or brain health, these spices offer a fascinating connection between past and present. In our final section, we'll recap all 7 spices and reveal the key insights worth remembering. Let's quickly revisit the 7 biblical spices that sparked this fascinating journey through history, nutrition, and modern research. Each spice carries a unique story, shaped by ancient cultures, trade routes, traditions, and ongoing scientific curiosity.
Modern studies continue exploring how naturally occurring plant compounds, may contribute to overall cognitive wellness.
But the strongest message isn't about one spice. It's about the bigger picture of healthy living. Throughout history, people combined nutritious foods, active lifestyles, and strong communities to support overall well-being. That perspective remains relevant today as researchers continue studying the relationship between nutrition and long-term brain health. Ancient wisdom and modern science don't always provide the same answers, but together they create powerful questions. The true value of these spices may lie not only in their compounds, but also in the traditions they preserve.
If you found this journey fascinating, imagine how many other ancient foods are still waiting to be explored.
I'm Daniel. Thanks for joining me as we explored 7 biblical spices and the science that continues to make them so intriguing today.